So when I was about four or 4 or 5, there was an incident that happened at my old house that I live in right now at this point in time. So what happened was I was sleeping as a kid. Um, my sister she was still a baby. My mom gets up like around 3 or 4 a.m. to go to work, and she was showering. Every day she showers out as soon as she wakes up. So as soon as she woke up, she went to shower. My stepdad was in his room. I had a different room, me and my sister. My mom slept with us sometimes, and then she also slept with him sometimes. What happened was I was just sleeping, and for, I only covered my face, my shoulder, my shoulders to down. I didn't cover my face with the blanket, so I was sleeping. And I don't know if you guys know, any Mexicans will know this, duendes. Duendes are like these little elves that come around, but they're like evil. And so what happened was I was sleeping, and then the door opened, the TV turned on by itself. They came into our room. My dad had his door closed right now. Oh, sorry, there was a short interruption. So, as I was saying, the TV turned on. My stepdad's room was closed. They came into my room. There was 3 of them, 3 in total. So when I was sleeping, somebody took off my blanket, but they put it over my sister, and she was so tiny that I bet they didn't realize her. So they didn't do nothing to her. Unless if they would have realized her, they would have probably took her or something like that. I don't know. So what happened was they took off the blanket. They slapped me on the 2 cheeks, keep slapping me. One turned me around, started jumping on my bed, jumping on my back. And I woke up, and all I see is me turned around and sneakers to the side of my side of my bed. And then they started running off because they knew I woke up. I turned around, and all I saw, sneakers and some legs. I couldn't see the rest of their body. And I was just crying and crying. My cheeks were bruised. My back was bruised too. And I just cried and cried and cried. I don't know what my stepdad was doing, but he was in his room. I don't know. I cried and cried. My sister was still sleeping even though I was crying. And I ran to the bathroom because I know my mom took a shower at this time. So I kept knocking and knocking. Mom, 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 something happened to me. Come out. At this point, she was already out. She was already drying herself. She had her clothes on and everything. So she came out as soon as I said that. She came out. She looked at my cheeks and said, what happened to you? But in Spanish, she said, ¿Qué pasó contigo? Y luego, she saw it, everything, and I was just crying and crying. And we went into my stepdad's room and we said, did you do this? My mom was like, did you do this to the kid? And he was like, no, I didn't do it. He was like, and I was like, he didn't do it. And I knew Spanish at that time. I said, so fueron duendes. It was elves, like elves. For you guys that don't speak Spanish. So sorry for that interruption again. So as I said, we told him if he did it. He said no. He said, then what are these bruises doing on him? And he was like, I heard him crying, but I didn't know what was going on. I thought he just had a bad dream, and you were gonna go deal with it. And I believe that's what he said. I'm not pretty sure if he said that, but like I believe. And so I was like, it's cold in here, and because the door was open. Of course, it was the middle of the night. It was cold, and it was like, I think, almost winter, so it was actually pretty cold, somewhere near October. So it was pretty cold, and well, my mom went to go check. So we live with this other man that wasn't. He's not part of my family, but he's part of my stepdad's family. So he sleeps at this time. He doesn't turn on the TV or nothing. The TV was on, and he always turns it off. Always, never messes around. So he turned it off. He always turns it off, but it was on a kids channel, and the TV was on. And at this point, I was crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. What's going on? What's going on in my mind? What is going on? Who slapped me? And well, the door was open too, and everybody knew. Everybody, it's always closed, and they did not steal anything, so it couldn't have been robbers. And so, and also, why would robbers hit me, go into my room, hit me, and wear some sneakers, some little ass sneakers? They slapped me, and I just felt was scared. And well, we closed the door and everything, and I told my mom, I don't want to be here no more. I do not want to be here no more. I don't want to be here no more. I want to leave. I don't want to be in this house anymore. And she got it. She got it. She was like, all right, okay. And I moved with my grandma. And my school was closer, so it didn't really matter. So I moved with my grandma for 10 years. I've been with my grandma for 10 years, but recently I've moved back with my mom because of problems in this house. There's also been incidents in this house of like ghosts. I'll do another video on that. It's about my uncle. So what happened was, well, I moved, and I never wanted to go back with my mom. I was like, I'm never gonna go back. I don't want to go back. Please don't make me go back. And she understood. She was like, okay, I understand, because we're Mexican and we believe in paranormal shit. We believe in all the paranormal shit. And I'm actually in my grandma's house right now, and in this exact place was where that paranormal activity took down. Another one that I'll tell later about my uncle and me and my family. And well, that happened. I moved 10 years. I was here, and now I moved back with my mom. I haven't even been there with my mom for a year yet, so I barely went back. I haven't been there for a year at all, but I'm still afraid. Since that point, I've been covering almost my whole body. Now that I'm older, I'm still scared, but I take chances. But that hurt my life, and now I'm always afraid. I'm afraid of what's gonna happen. I pray to God every day, please don't let it happen again. I don't want this shit to happen again. And well, I'm tired of this, and I'm trying to see what happens next. So that's what's happened in my house. And to this day, now that I live with my mom now again, I'm scared to, like, I don't sleep in that room anymore. My stepbrother sleeps in that room. He lives in that room. And when I go in there, it's always in the daytime, never in the night. Ever. I've never slept in his room, ever. If he were to ask to stay in his room, I would say no. I'm sorry, but I'm never gonna go back into that room. I'm really scared of what could happen next. They could take me. Yeah. So that's my story of what happened. About three duendes that slapped me and bruised me, and well, that's it. And thank you guys for hearing me out. Alright, see you guys.